But a mystery surrounding the circumstances of the death of an American journalist in Turkey only deepening as its investigation enters its first month. Serena Shim was working for Press TV when she was killed in a car crash. RT's Guy Chikian looks at why her final hours raised so many questions.
It's been a month since the death of journalist Serena Shim in Turkey, and the investigation is still yet to release any information. On October 19th, Serena's rental car collided with a cement truck, exactly 2 days after she claimed Turkish intelligence had accused her of spying and threatened her.
I'm very surprised at this accusation. I've even thought of actually approaching Turkish intelligence, and because I have nothing to hide and I've never done anything aside from my job, and I'd like to make that apparent to them. However, I am a bit worried because, as you know, and as the viewers know, that Turkey has been labeled by Reporters Without Borders as the largest prison for journalists. So I am a bit frightened about what they might use against me.
Turkish police say her death was an accident. We at RT have requested a comment from the Turkish authorities and are yet to receive an answer. The Office of the Representative on Freedom of the Media, the OSCE, however, told us Turkey is carrying out an investigation.
The representative has been following the case since the first reports appeared about the car accident that claimed the life of journalist Serena Shim. According to information available to her office, the Turkish authorities have started an investigation into the details of the car accident. Her office continues monitoring the case and awaits the outcome of the investigation.
Serena Shim had been actively reporting on militants being smuggled into Syria from Turkey.
I got images of them in World Food Organization trucks.
Over the past several years, Turkey has been accused of turning a blind eye to and even aiding the inflow of militants into Syria. The State Department did not even say whether they requested any information about the circumstances of Serena's death. And you say there is no update. Why is there no update? A U.S. citizen dies days after she said she had been threatened by the Turkish intelligence.
Well, I simply don't have any information to share at this time. I'm happy to check.
Serena was born in Michigan. She leaves behind 2 children, a 2-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. Her family and friends describe her as a very brave journalist. RT has obtained Serena's personal message to her mother. It was one of her final recordings.
Being killed is scary, Mom. Going to jail is not scary. It sucks, but it's not scary.
The exact circumstances of Serena's death are still unknown. They may never be known, and one of the concerns is that the U.S. may not be very eager to press on with any meaningful investigation into what happened to Serena Shim in order not to hurt relations with Turkey. In Washington, I'm Ganesh Chekyan, RT.
RT caught up with Shim's sister. Here's what she had to say.
There's so many different stories. The first story was that Serena's car was hit by a heavy vehicle, who proceeded to keep on driving. They could not find the vehicle, nor could they find the driver. 2 days later, surprisingly, they had found the vehicle and the driver and had pictures of the car, of the heavy vehicle hitting my sister's car. Every day coming out with new pictures of the different degrees of damages that have happened to the car. Serena and my cousin, who was the driver of the car, were taken to 2 different hospitals. She was reported first dead at the scene, then coming out with later reports that she passed away at the hospital 30 minutes later from heart failure. It's just very confusing. Me and Serena are both U.S. citizens. We were born and raised here by our mother only. I feel like we have got no support whatsoever, nor have we got condolences.
Earlier, my colleague Kevin Owen spoke with Afshin Ratansi, host of RT's Going Underground show, who used to work with Serena Shim, and says that she wasn't the kind of person to make false accusations.
She certainly was very brave when her last reports were being made from near Kobani. Very few reporters have been covering the battle against ISIS in situ in such a dangerous area.
She was accused by the Turkish authorities, wasn't she, of being a spy? Did you know any more information about that?
In all the time Serena Shim was a colleague, she never made hyperbolic accusations of the kind she seemed to be making just before she died in that car crash. So it was very surprising to hear her speak in her final two-way with her TV channel, saying that she'd been threatened by Turkish authorities. So certainly that last claim that she made on an interview that was broadcast on Press TV, and some recordings that her family have allowed me to listen to, certainly suggests she was genuinely frightened of what the Turkish authorities were going to do to her.
How's the other media organisations been reporting what happened to her? Has this story been covered at all by anybody else?
Certainly there were a few press reports, but nothing like the kind of reporting about a brave young journalist that one would expect. Was this because the story she was covering was so dangerous that a NATO ally like Turkey should be cooperating with ISIS? Was that the reason that this story has not been more widely broadcast? We don't know.